him. So that's all the information I have. That he's like he got injured one way or another, and it was his ankle or foot, and it was in judo. So we shall.
Jeff Muir is happy, really quiet.
Just you so far, I think.
I do have him turned up to 165%, and
I've got him turned up all the way to 200.
Testing.
Yeah, he's at 170 for me.
Okay, I heard you.
Why do you all need to turn me up so high?
I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I have to turn Fable down to 60.
Absolutely, I love that.
I have you down to 71 on Fable, so yeah.
It's not you, it's Discord.
That's funny.
I believe we are saying that Fable is a pair.
Yes, maybe even 2. Because it's a play.
In fact, it just said a pair of what? So she went there too.
In fact, the only person that's still at 100 for me is Silver.
Hi.
I bet I'm at least 45. Most likely like 45.
No, you're up. You're at 120.
Yeah, I have you at 180. But I have Kibble actually turned. Kibble's the only one I have turned down a little bit. He's at 90. But it's all good.
No one is above 75 for me.
It's kind of interesting to see the different sound profiles people end up with. Also depends on your headset.
179.
It's like I leave my headset percentage at 70 of 100, which is if I turned it all the way up to 100, I imagine I have to turn you all the way down. I adjust it even depending on like the game I'm playing. Like in Rainbow Six, I put it at it's like 80, 82, and then if I'm playing Dark and Darker, I turn it all the way down to like 55.
Yeah, I have every different app on a different setting. I went into the volume mixer and did it that way.
Oh, that sounds so much easier than the way I do it. Alrighty. I think
that helped. I did turn it up on the actual output volume up some, so that should help a little bit.
All right, I will. I did give everyone control of the steed there. Which people are welcome to move the steed whenever that
you want us to have control of the steed.
I guess it is technically an independent creature, but yeah, that's fine. You guys can use it.
Makes it so much easier for him.
All right, we are going to
jump. Chaos we can get into just boggles the mind.
All right, we are going to jump right in here then, and expect Holy not to be here, but that's all right. You guys can decide whether, I guess we'll get into it and see what direction you guys head in, and then you can determine if you think Atlee would be following along or staying behind or all that jazz. Mm-hmm. So you guys have just finished a short rest, even if you were bugged pixies, insects for quite a bit of it. You did manage to get that short rest in, so you all get your bonuses from that. You re-rolled your HP hit dice. After your short rest is ended, these 2 pixies have both made themselves visible to you and are they're about we'll call them about 5-6 inches tall, so they're quite tiny. They're hovering in the air just a short distance away from you guys. What would you like to do?
Who was on watch? Somebody was. Don't remember who.
I was on first watch, and then I gave it back over to somebody else.
I can be on watch. because I truly don't remember, and it's not in my notes.
I'll volunteer.
Kundalini
Okay.
is on watch. These
well-
two pixies are flying a short distance from you.
Are they just?
Oh,
Oh,
No.
Hey.
Oh, Holy, he's here!
Holly's here. How's Holly feeling?
Just got back. Well, not just, but finally home from hospital.
Yes.
We heard.
Lord, we were worried.
Thank you. Yeah, it was more a lot of just waiting than anything. Had, X-rays and getting an MRI scheduled and making sure my foot doesn't need surgery, which is
Mhm.
all stuff I needed to do.
It's
But the-
jujitsu, right?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
I got told
okay.
that my foot snapped.
Yeah,
Or
that
something
makes.
in my foot snapped.
Mhm.
Fable said something like judo, and I was like,
Well, he said jujitsu first, then questioned himself, so he did get it right.
oh, yeah, because jujitsu just fucks your body up.
Yeah, tell me about it. I can physically attest to that.
Well,
We're
we're
glad you're here,
really
my friend.
yes, really glad you made it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
so
I-
happy
very
to
pleasant surprise.
hear you.
I hope you're not in
I-
too much pain.
I'm in just enough pain that I can pay attention.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
We had just concluded that Kundalini was on watch when these pixies had popped up into view after you finished your short rest.
Okay.
Are they just chilling up, or like they just chillaxing?
Yeah, so they're hovering. They're probably poking each other. Maybe you see the one like the lady sticks her hand in the guy's face, and they're kind of like pointing and maybe giggling at each other.
Can I do like a insight check to see if they seem to have any malicious intent? Do they look like they want to steal anything or that kind of stuff?
Sure, you can roll insight. Okay, from you observe them for 30 seconds to a minute, and they don't seem to they don't move any closer. They don't of maybe the squeaking you can hear. None of it sounds of malicious. They're kind of just having fun.
Okay, so hold on a sec.
Does
Okay,
Swinton notice them?
I think Swinton's probably napping at this point, as everyone else was also napping, or at least
He
attempting.
he and I would have been were over here. We after each planning in the mud where after our shoe legs had gotten tied. We wrapped ourselves up in my cloak and got over it in these roots. Try to get away from because I kind of figure out what it was to begin with. And like, yeah, please tell me it's not. And then I went over here tried to rest.
Yep. You are. It has been quite a while since you've rested, so I imagine sleep would have come quickly.
Okay, so Kundalini is gonna try to get up as quietly as possible. And he's gonna walk up to them and say, "We have a fire, right? Like, or no? Or do we have like some sort of
You would have.
little?"
I think you would have been able to find the tool, the various supplies and stuff to do that if you had wanted to start a fire.
Well, okay. Would we have started a fire, y'all?
Did we start a
Yeah.
fire?
Probably.
Is it nighttime or is it just perpetual day?
It's pretty consistent with it. Maybe there's been some change in shadows, but it is for the most part still light.
Okay, so
I can't remember if we started the fire or not. Anyways,
I don't
So
think
I'm
it
just
was
gonna-
mentioned.
we're just not gonna play off of that idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna like offer them a seat, and I'm just gonna talk to them. Say, oh, hello, hello, little.
Yes, as you stand slowly, they stop their teasing of each other and kind of watch you intently as you stand and maybe as you move closer to them.
Mhm. And just to make sure, I don't have it. I don't have shoes or anything, so I wouldn't have gotten any laces tied or.
Right. They had you
But-
hadn't personally been messed with.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up to them and like introduce myself. Hello, woodland creatures. My name is Kundali Chowdhury. What's your names?
I am Tibetan, and this is my sixth sister, Lexi.
Oh, nice to meet you, Tibetan and Lexi.
We have not seen creatures such as yourselves in, what's it been, eons? Well, at least as long as I've been alive.
How long have you been alive?
Well, he brings out, he puts his hands up, counts on his fingers, pops one of his shoes off, counts on his toes. Well, by my recollection, about 15 years.
Oh. Oh,
It's a baby.
that is a while. That's eons. Kundali thinks to himself, I'm like twice his age. How old would he think I am? Well, anyway, what are you two doing here?
Well, you see, our curiosity got the better of us, and we really could use the help of some. He gestures to the group of you, larger creatures.
Hmm. Well, would it be an issue if we'll help you after we're finished resting? Or is it of utmost importance?
He thinks for a moment.
Or first, maybe I should ask you, what do you need our help with?
Yes, of course. I really should point you. You can't find it if you don't know what you're looking for. He gestures to his sister, and she swoops down just like a couple feet away behind some brush, and the two of them pull the weeds away. And behind the weeds, you can see what appears to be a pixie village of sorts. We used to have, this is Lexi speaking. We used to have this dome. She kind of like pushes her hands above her head and like does like, like a rainbow shape. This dome that, hid our village from sight. And so the other, evil creatures and such couldn't find us. It's been blown away by a awful wind.
Can I do an insight check to see if she's lying?
Yeah, I will say, so she, with how smaller she is and the village. So if you're looking at the village, it's probably at its maximum, like maybe 2 feet by 2 foot square. But looking over it, you can see there's probably 20 to 30 house looking features. Some of them are a couple stories, but they're all, quite small based off of the size of the pixies themselves. Yeah, you can make an insight, sure. So just looking over, the way the two pixies are, their body language, and what little you can see of their facial features, because at that small scale, they're kind of like a smudge almost. They look truthful, and they actually look excited to be speaking to someone else. this wind that came and it just came out of nowhere. There was also this awful noise. And she recreates the noise for you. I will. When she does this, and she does it quite loud, I think it would probably wake everybody up at this point. And also you'll notice the village itself, like maybe there was a couple pixies, maybe they were working in like little gardens or something, and they all like run into their houses and slam the doors shut.
Yeah, what was that? Oh, I'm gonna need coffee.
Maybe they won't be able to sleep at this point. I
Oh no.
I call over to Callahan. I say, "Hey, Callahan, come over here."
What are you talking to?
Pixies. He says nonchalantly.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Oh.
All right, so the pixies at this point notice Swinton has also woken up, and they kind of zoom behind like a couple leaves of blades of grass and like peek out from behind him. So they're attempting to stay out of the dog's view.
Swinton, Effia. And Swinton goes over to Effia.
No. Thea sits up, looks at Swinton, and just forlornly says, "No. No, we don't need to be here. We should be home. Or at least in a rook, a rookery. But we're here, Swinton."
Oh.
Okay,
Alright.
what's happened now?
Pixies.
No. No.
Yes.
No more pixies. No more
Yep.
fairies. No more mystical forests. I want a bath.
Yep.
Maybe the pixies will provide.
So I walk over beside him. So you're the ones who tied my shoes, huh?
The Tibetan chuckles a little bit and points to the other end of the village, which to him is probably a long distance away, but it's like a foot and a half. Joseph, that was Joey. Little old Joey always playing tricks on. He was he got bored of tying my shoelaces together, so he figured he'd try somebody bigger.
Yes. The old it is a classic in the pixie world. It's you can't go wrong with a classic, right? So what are they needing?
They need something to be found, like a dome. They described it as.
Yes, if you would so find it, that would be great.
And
It's that way.
Kundli redoes the thing they did with the whole arching of the hands, like the rainbow.
Oh, so like camouflage dome. Is that what it is?
Exactly. It's one of those we can see out of it, but nobody can see into it. But it got blown away by that wind with that weird noise. She does the noise again.
Do we recognize the noise? Does it sound like anything we've heard?
Yes, it sounds exactly like the Jabberwocky.
That's what we thought. So it got blown away when the Jabberwocky flew over your head.
Jabberwocky? What is this Jabberwocky? I
That's the
did
noise.
something. There was a wind. That's all I can
Yes.
tell you.
Yep. The big wind. So well, if it can be seen, this is gonna be fun. You realize this, right?
You seem to be hesitating. Here, we'll sweeten the deal. She sends Tibetan back down. He flies back down to the village, and goes into one of the barns, which you can see like some insects that are being herded, and drags out what looks like the corner of a sheet of like a manuscript or possibly a book, something to that effect. It's quite large. Well, not large. It's as big as he is. So he drags it. He kind of struggles to fly it up near you guys. When the sheet exits the building, Atlee, I need a wisdom save from you.
Am I not sleeping?
You would have been sleeping, but you were woke up, so you're groggily awake at this point because of she imitated the Jabberwocky sound.
Okay. How does a natural 28 sound?
Sounds pretty good. So as he raises this sheet into the air and starts flying it up closer to Kundali and Callahan, you get this piercing pain in your head, followed by a vision connected to the deity, your amethyst deity, and you get the picture of like a clerk, a clerk writing something in a book, and this corner of the page feels like it may have come from that book.
Wait, so are you saying? Can you repeat that one more time? So I want to. So you're saying this piece of paper has something from a clerk?
So
That just like.
So the vision in your head is of where I wrote it.
Alethio? That one?
Yeah, you're the amethyst dragon deity. In like a court, like in a in like a courtroom, and there's a clerk. He's probably like a advanced kobold of some kind, writing in this, and this piece of a page is somehow connected to the book the clerk is writing in. What do they call the people who write stuff down in a courtroom?
For bureaucracy.
Yeah, well, in a courtroom. What's the
Transcribers?
Stenographer.
Stenographer.
That's it.
That's the word. Yes, stenographer. So
that's the paper this guy's holding up. This this dude right here.
Yep. It visibly hurts you. You black out for a second, and you get that vision. Just takes like 4 seconds or something.
Do we notice our friend having a seizure?
I imagine anybody in his vicinity would notice. Yes.
Okay, we'll go to him. Oh God. I'll check on Callahan. Callahan, Astley.
At least kind of just shaking his head as he has his right hand on his forehead as he's like rubbing it a little bit because the pain that this little mind thing just did to him. This little vision did to him.
What just happened, Atlee? Are you all right?
Atlee's kind of just like his eyes. He kind of like turns up, and as he's turning up to you, his eyes are kind of scrunched as if he's like has like a brain freeze as he's like massaging his head. And he was like, and he says, something just tried affecting my mind right now. I'm not really fully sure what.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Sure.
See if what's wrong with him.
My head hurt.
Does he have a mind worm?
I say
Baldur's Gate 3.
I think maybe negative energies are affecting you right now. I grab a rock and I'm like, oh
Are
no,
you in
Whoa.
Canada?
That was intense.
no, that's
I
not
want
it.
to try something weird.
I
Being
PM'd you.
that
Table.
Oh,
Weirder
sorry.
than
Yes.
bashing his skull in?
I don't know. Is it just me, or does it seem like you're weird? Your patron's got some weird shit going on with you, man. Ever since we got here, man, you've got some weird shit going on, Adley.
Well, I can't really deny that. It's been weird, honestly. It's also been quite ironic with that other blonde-haired fella who also was part of my sect.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
the oh, go on.
Kundalini,
coincidental.
Kundalini looks to the camera. It's almost as if this was meant to happen.
You're breaking the fourth wall again, Kundalini.
Fourth wall? What's that? I see no
What
walls.
siege? Uh,
I would love to see walls from my bed.
I see no walls.
does Atlee see the pixies from this little conversation?
Yeah, you'd have
You know, this happened right about the time they brought that paper out. You want to come look at this paper, Adley?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me check that out. I wonder what it is. Is it what was this? What is this he's showing us in the first place? Atlee says to Callahan as he's walking over to the
This
pixie.
was a deal sweetener to try to get them to get us to go do a quest for him. Which a pixie
walking
quest.
over to the pixies with both Callahan and Kundalifi is also coming over with us as well. Atlee walks over to the one. I think you said his name was John. I think.
I thought he said Tibetan.
Tibetan. Sorry, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I kind
It's
of.
Tibetan, Lexi, and Joseph who taught our shoes.
Okay. I walk over to Tibetan and say, "What exactly did you want us to do? Sorry, I was kind of just sleeping."
Yes. Of course. The more of you, the merrier. It'd be great if you all helped. Well, so we have this, or we had, a little bit ago. Maybe it was about a year ago. There was this. We had a dome. Like somebody said, camouflage. Yeah, that's the right word. It camouflaged our little hidey hole, our town here. Kept other people from seeing us. We were able to watch other creatures, but it blew away. It went that way. He points south.
Cliff knows Jabberwocky flew over. The wind from the Jabberwocky blew the dome blew off and off into the woods, and they can't find it because they can see through it from their direction from inside, but you can't see in through it from the other side.
So, and that thing in your hand are offering it to us as a.
Yeah, is a deal sweetener.
Can I see it? I say to Tibetan.
Yeah, Tibetan goes to fly it up towards you, and Lexi grabs his leg, and is like, "Wait, we can't just give it to him. They gotta do the thing for us."
I'm not asking for it, I just want to see it. I just want to know what it is and inspect it.
She plants her hands at her hips. You can see it from there.
How will I know if it's real if I don't touch it? It could be an illusion.
I have a feeling it's real. It gave you like a seizure.
I know out of character. I'm just trying to make him hand it to me.
Well, Kundalini does not know that.
True. Well, how did they respond to that? Did you say that in character too, Kundalini?
Sorry, I was
No.
I was typing. I apologize.
All good.
So yeah, Alexi, Tibetan kind of floats back down a little bit next to her, kind of still struggling to hold the corner of the page up. Yeah, he chimes. Yeah, you gotta do the thing first.
Again, how would I know that's real if I don't physically touch it? It could be an illusion. We
Could
have heard
be.
you guys. No offense, pixies are very fond of illusions.
Oh yeah,
Atlee, dear. Atlee, dear. Have an aside with you for a moment. Excuse me, Effie. I will stretch up. Seeing as you're all keeping me awake. Over
I
here.
don't want to get an elevator and why?
Is this out loud or in my head?
No, this is out loud. If you'd, give us a moment, folks, to just, talk as a team. I'm looking at the pixies.
Absolutely. Well, don't take too long, but yeah. Here, I'm gonna put this back in the barn. Wait, you're right. You can touch it. Here, you, purple-clad armor man. You can touch it with one finger. Then I take it away.
We'll just give us a moment to discuss first, and then he may touch it.
He's breathing. Tibetan is breathing heavily. Okay, I'll grab some help to carry this again. He takes it back down to the village.
Great. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
please, like, I could help you. Just saying in Tibetan.
He looks over at Lexi, and Lexi kind of, frowns at him as she's like, "No," shakes her head. Take
What
it
if I
back.
close my eyes? I do want to help you.
Make a persuasion check.
Not having no coffee.
No.
3 days.
No. We take it back.
Oh,
God. You could touch it in a minute after your powwow over there.
That's good. You guys take it back. Kundali, if you could join us.
If I must.
And I'm going to watch until they've moved slightly further back. So, I was trying to sleep, but you said something about that thing tried to affect Atlee's head?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, Atlee? Because it feels wrong.
One second. I PM'd you. Fabled.
Yes. I gotta scroll up here.
I honestly completely forget.
Yeah, it's been a while. So I think you didn't inform the party just because didn't feel entirely like he being the deity was being entirely honest with you. So you didn't. I think it had something to do with you not wanting to share something that was potentially. You were like protecting them from it, possibly.
Okay. Let me see if I have anything written down too, just to add everything together.
See, I don't recall exactly why. I mean, because we did it we didn't like text chat about it. It was in the right. So I don't have it written down.
Yeah, sorry guys. I honestly completely forgot why I didn't share it with you. I didn't write it down, so I'm trying to vaguely remember why.
I don't remember why. I know there was bits said that were ambiguous, and we were all in a bit of a rush, so we haven't pressed it until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of character, I remember trying to press it and then I rolled like a 4. Well, that took care of that,
Yeah, well, that's good then. Okay, I think I know what to say then. Hearing Eldon's response or question, Atlee will kind of whisper and say, well, to be honest, I don't really know what it is, but I feel like it has a connection to me and my deity. I don't fully know why though, which is honestly why I wanted to touch it and see it to see if there was any actual connection or not.
It's fair.
So
Just be
the answer is I don't know.
careful. I mean, it doesn't feel particularly bad, but it just feels there's something off. But the main reason I'm asking is you need to decide if it's important enough because the direction that they pointed in feels very bad.
I do think it is important enough for me to figure out what that is.
Then
If it will matter, I believe them. They don't seem to be malicious.
yes, I think they're on the up and up.
Balls.
You know, they're pixies.
I got a good feeling from
They're
them.
I don't judge people based on their race.
they're
This is
mischievous.
off.
They're mischievous. They're tricksters. It's what they do, but they're doesn't
Tie their
necessarily
shoes
they're
together.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't interact with
so.
Defy the norms.
But
Maybe.
the question comes is just understand this is going to try our patience. Just
And Callahan is, of course, welcome to have any qualms that he. Here, you are welcome to them.
y'all have no idea this is going to try.
This entire place has tried my patience for well over a day now, and all I want is a bed and a coffee.
I'd
Not
like
a
to
bath,
think-
not whatever the version of
Certainly-
shower is in this world.
I would like
Oh,
a coffee in a
you
bath,
should be happy.
followed by
You
my
got
bed.
new pants. You got perfectly
You
good pants out of
just
this.
move on their own.
What state is his pants in at this moment?
Yeah, actually, as you say, they move on their own. They kind of twitch quite a bit.
Yeah.
You got. Let's look at this situation here, Eldon. You
Like a
got
nightmare.
new pants. We got a beautiful horse, a new horse out of this,
A
and
companion.
you have your snail shell. So if we had not come here, you
I
would
do
not have
my
all these
snail
things.
shell. I do have my snail shell.
Orme.
I mean, if you want it, I am all for going to get it. Just beware that I get a feeling from that direction that's not good. But, sure.
It's
Well, is anything in this Feywild good?
Maybe these
That's a
pictures
very
are.
good point.
I mean, Orneus.
That's true, and he can help us. So are you guys on board with doing what this dome finding?
Yep,
do
we're
know-
gonna go find a dome.
I do
Do we
remember
have
that
It rolled off into the woods over there.
I do recall that. I think someone was saying that this was near the Jabberwock that blew over. However, as we know, my sect companion Brathadar is there as well, and he seems to be able to hold his own very easily against it. So, at the very least, we will not be in its attention if it's there.
Well, I mean, I'm as refreshed as I'm gonna be without actual sleep.
So, should we head back over to Tibetan and Lexian to confirm?
Sure, I'll be up in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting my armor back on.
Atlee walks over to Tibetan with anyone who wants to come along to go to touch the parchment.
I'll go with you to touch parchment.
I've had enough of touching things, thank you.
No, I'm touching more things. I'm gonna touch more things.
It's a mimic. No,
That's a
No!
it's not.
Come along, Kundalini. You started this.
Kundli doesn't even understand what he started.
All right, so you guys move back over towards the village, and Tibetan and Lexi again fly up to meet you. Let me see. Atlee's passive perception is 20.
20.
You have 20. You're the highest, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
You're,
Yeah, I think so.
okay. All right. I guess I will text chat you this then. Currently, while you guys move over, though, the two fly up to greet you. Lexi this time is helping. By helping, I mean she's pinched the piece of paper and is helping him lift it up towards you. So they get it like 4 or 5 feet off the ground, a foot away from you. And Tibetan says, "Oh, hurry up and touch the thing so I can go put it down again."
Am I gonna want to know what you said before I touch it?
What's that?
Am I gonna want to know what you said before I touch it in the type?
No, that's fine. This is separate.
Okay. I touch the bottom of it to hold it up slightly to put less pressure on them while they're trying to hold it and flying it. Like I'm almost like picking it from the bottom with the finger. Alleviate their little wings a little bit.
Yes, they do seem to appreciate that for a moment. When your finger brushes against it, it clearly looks like paper. It kind of feels like there's like a layer of, I don't know the laminate, maybe like a magical laminate over the paper. So when you're touching the unripped corner, there's no paper feel. It's like your fingers slide across it pretty smoothly.
Okay.
You'll also get this a feeling. Actually, yeah, this is fine. I could say this. The feeling, like a warm feeling, as opposed to a spike, enters your head, and you hear yes. Essentially, just the word yes. And then I gotta pay attention so I can type this because I'm not a good typer.
So the warm feeling is like soothing.
Yes, and the word yes.
Got you. That is the case. At least shoulders will kind of like relax. As this kind of helps him almost the warm feeling people of it will like visually see that it's like he's woken up now and it doesn't
Boop, bop, beep, boop.
and kind of just almost feel like relief is on his body from the previous headache he just had.
Yeah, it's like the previous one was an assault, and this one was more of a warm pat.
I got a pat on the head. As that happens, do they like pull it away from me or anything?
So they let you rub it between your fingers for several seconds. You could see the relief as you lift the weight off of their beating, or Tibetan's beating wings anyway. But after like 4 or 5 seconds, he's like, all right, that's enough. We don't get ahead of yourself.
I'm not. How are you two feeling, by the way? You seem a bit worn from when we saw you just moments ago. I don't directly comment on it just yet to see how they react first.
Yeah. So Well, yeah, flying's quite a bit of work, and we don't often carry things this heavy.
Atlee, how did I say this? I don't even know how. I don't even know what. I don't even know what role this would be. Um, I don't know. I don't know this. Like Atlee tries to see if they're actually pixies.
Our Arcana?
Yeah, you know, I'm like almost like if it's almost like a disguise or something. +1 in Arcana. 13.
Like you're looking for an illusion or something to that effect.
Yeah, or like,
you,
like a worn-off spell of reduced reduction.
Yeah. So you examine them, as closely as you. Maybe you even like get down on a knee and like move your face closer to them. There doesn't appear to be any sort of illusion or spells lingering on them, other than the natural, pixie nature. Maybe as Tibetan's wings slow down, he, maybe a little bit of pixie dust sprinkles from under his feet towards the ground.
Are any of their clothing's ripped because of that?
Not actively, no. Not currently. You will notice once the pixie dust falls, Lexi kind of nudges Tibetan. You really shouldn't be exerting yourself this much, brother. We really should go put this thing down. Tibetan coughs. Oh, you're right. All right, let go of the thing. I gotta go put it back.
All right, if you guys are sick, let me know. Something. Okay. Let me know if you guys are sick. I can help.
Nope, no sickness here. I appreciate your concern, though.
Can I like
Insight
that?
check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who feels you are all welcome to roll insight on that if you'd like. If anybody's paying enough attention to it.
I don't trust shit.
Well, seeing that their clothes aren't fitting anymore, I'm kind of curious.
Are they really pixies?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
That's what I want
Well,
to know.
that's what I was playing off what you were thinking. I knew. I
Yeah, pick them up, put it down.
exactly.
All right. With Atlee, Kundali, and Callahan, you all roll fairly high there. That's pretty good. All right. So, can I get a medicine check to go along with that from each of the three of you?
Oh, come on. I have a +8 and rolled a 13.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah, Callahan's got us our back.
All right. So, Atlee and Kundali both, something definitely seems off about the. Not that they're nefarious in any way, but they're also not being. So you haven't directly asked them a question about it, about what this pertains to. So when the pixie dust fell, Lexi looks, a nervous look joins her face, and Tibetan also does look tired, more tired than he did, 3 minutes ago. And then as far as the medicine checks go, Atlee and Kundali aren't able to discern anything. Nothing significant. Yeah. Callahan, you probably, with your previous experience with, the interactions with fey creatures being, half elf and all that, you pick up on that. How do I say this without directly? They don't look sick. They look healthy, but they do appear to have I think this would tell you. Yeah, this would just. So Callahan, it looks like these pixies have aged since you last looked at them 3 minutes ago.
So I look down at them, and as they're trying to fly away, I say, "How long have you been losing your magic?"
That is a very direct question. Hmm.
The direct elf.
Yes,
elf.
yes, he is. He is. That's true. Tibet. They both kind of stall in the air. Tibetan turns his head but continues flying and takes the page back to the barn. Lexi turns in the air to face you. Well, it's not so much of losing the magic as it is. I need to roll for something.
Something's draining it, isn't it?
I gotta do a GM roll. Give me a second here.
I bet you that dome has like dome effects that help them.
Like protective magic.
It's domain expansion. And they lost the domain expansion.
we may not without the dome covering us, the excessive light we receive does age us much quicker than it would normally.
Okay.
It's not something we haven't dealt with before, and we are prepared. And even some of us may be looking forward to this effect, but it would be nice to get the dome back.
How much time do you usually have?
She goes and she alights onto a flower, like a contrasting color flower, maybe something that's bright yellow, and she closes her wings, sits with her feet dangling off. At this rate, we've not an hour to live.
We need this dome.
Go find it. Get inside.
Kundalini
We'll be
is
back soon.
gone.
No. I you were sleeping. Go back.
Atlee will say to. I'm assuming they said this out loud, so we heard this as well.
Yeah.
Atlee will kind of don a more serious face as, well, he doesn't want people to die. As backstory, as you know, you guys may not know, but Feywild does. That he will say, "Is there any way we can expedite the search for your dome cover? That will help us maybe track it down. Do you have any artifact or magical tool that will track it to help us find it quicker?"
So she will fly up closer to you and gesture for you to put out your hand.
I put my hand facing up, palm facing up. in front of her.
So she fluttering over, she drops, puts one foot on your palm, and then she rapidly shakes her wings, and a scoop's worth, maybe a teaspoon, teaspoon of pixie dust falls and alights in the palm of your hand.
Oh.
And then she says, her voice actually is becomes a little deeper, like she's aged by several years upon that effort.
Dang, I'm sorry.
If you sprinkle this in the wind, just a couple flakes at a time, it will the dust will be attracted to the dome itself. If you get near it, this will help you locate it.
Thank you. We will make sure to get your dome back to revitalize you and the rest of your people.
Thank you kindly. If you don't make it back in time, we will inform the next generation of the prize there to give you when you return the dome. Thank you again.
No
You must be
pressure,
off.
guys.
You must be off.
We'll be back as soon as possible.
She gives a weak smile.
Didn't they
what
like
was-
point in a direction where it generally went?
Yes.
Didn't you say south?
Essentially south. I will. You will get transferred south. Whatever direction it was. You guys are going to end up on
You
the.
said south.
You're going to end up on the south side of this next map. So.
As soon as Kundli heard they were aging, he went south.
He's sprinting like a mofo.
Oop, that's too small.
It's a baby.
Afia aged to 10 years old. Elder too. We're all becoming
I can't-
babified.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna be even more annoying than normal.
Yeah,
No,
speaking voices.
you'll be just as
Uh,
annoying as usual.
Guess I
Even
could
more.
just,
Only smaller.
I'll just drag you over there. It's fine. I don't have to cut.
If it's any consolation, everyone's annoying all the time.
What are you talking about? I'm the most
Everyone
annoying.
sucks.
I
No,
have you.
you're not
know,
special
I'm
in
not.
this
I'm not
regard.
just annoying. I am absolutely, completely annoying.
Bop, 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 bop. Hi, Luna.
All right,
Being
you
married-
guys
being
can
married to me.
you can see the whole map,
Order.
right?
Mhm.
Yes.
It says 10 feet.
Yes. The squares on this map are 10 feet.
Okay, so that means we have 3 movements before we have to stop.
Mhm.
It
Sure, yeah.
makes the river. There's a river on your screen.
Oh, right here.
Yes. It's what is that?
60 feet.
60 feet, 60
Mm.
feet wide.
Oh,
Maybe
I don't know. I'm not math.
maybe
Not at
50,
work.
50 feet wide.
It's
Is it
40 feet.
40? I'm sorry.
Math
Yes.
is great.
40
Just
feet wide. It
multiply
is
it
wide.
times 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That was how far away I am. Luna, stop.
Oh.
kicking me.
Are we in turn order? For this?
You will be in turn order for this. Yes.
Biscuit,
You are
balloon,
welcome to include the horse in this, or the horse can stay back with the pixies, or you're
Still
just
trying to
you're
eat
just
the-
you're
eat the
currently
horse.
just traveling. You know, you're just traveling.
Travel
That's
What else
down.
for the horse?
That sounds like bullshit. If I'm being honest.
Luna. What do you
When
want?
as you're just traveling, then you're about to get attacked
Right.
by something huge.
Well, oh,
And is this way south?
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're trying to go up on the map.
We're
Okay.
going in the direction we need to be.
Yes. All right.
Right.
So I guess a little bit of visual stuff you guys see here. So there in front of you, there is a cliffside off to the top left. Pretty steep cliffside. There's this slow flowing creek / river that seems to be like there's some large rocks among it, but it's also the ground beneath you is very sand-like. It's very sandy, small granules, not so much dirt. As well as across that river, there is a large tree trunk that has presumably fallen. beyond the edge of the map, you can see what looks like more of a swampy region with some like mangrove trees, low hanging branches. That's just beyond the top edge of the map.
Okay. How fast is this water moving?
Quite slow. Maybe 2 miles an hour.
If I
How
get up
deep is
close
it?
to it, do I see how deep it is?
It looks incredibly shallow. So it probably starts at like 2 inches, and it's very clear too. So you can see the rocks sticking out of it. Probably out here's a bit deeper. But if you were to like walk across somewhere, it probably never gets any deeper than say knee deep.
So are there any Lord of the Rings in the water? Throwing through them all? Flowing down the road? Anything shiny in the water sticking out?
There doesn't appear to be, no.
All right, no Lord of the Rings happening, I guess.
Do you want that to happen?
Absolutely not, but I kind of would have been fine with it either way.
All right. Eladin. Let's turn order. Are we missing anyone? Oh, we're missing Callie.
Missing calendar.
So there is a new feature. You guys can actually add yourselves to turn order now. If you just click on it and right click, you can add turn. And maybe you could do that before and I just don't remember it.
Yo.
That's actually so dope.
Not remember that at all.
Oh, and there's
I've never seen that before.
undo.
Yes, you can also like flip yourselves upside down and stuff.
No, wait. Say what? No.
Oh, that's so cool.
And yeah.
Eladin's
Like,
upside down.
Basic. This is really basic stuff.
Hey, it's thoroughly happy.
But it's more. It's
It is,
better.
it is more, yeah.
The game changer.
I could lock
How
you
do
in
you
place.
turn yourself?
Atlee can no longer move.
Oh, you're right. I can't move. I can still turn myself upside down though.
Oh,
face the water.
there's advanced transform. I can actually I can disable grid snapping. I can disable your menus. I can wait, it's really not all
Basically,
that.
just
we
break stuff
can just flip
completely.
it.
Oh my
Cool, I
gosh.
can
I can turn
horizontally.
facing people. I love it.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this makes me so happy.
Sorry.
I can face the water now.
Please sit.
Did Illidan just like?
Very-
Did Illidan's pants just have flatulence or something?
Like gas
Oh my
bombs.
goodness.
Did Cooley just disappear?
Okay.
Did Cooley just drop
Oh,
the
we're
map?
gonna be obnoxious.
Oh wait, there's effects
There's effects.
on the left side.
Look at that aura. Look at that aura on Atlee.
We so got distracted now.
Oh,
All right.
it's holy.
Wait, did I lose? Oh, that's right. Callahan is actually higher than Eladin. So Callahan gets to go first.
Oh, great. Technically, the horse is the highest, but
Yeah, the horse is, gonna hang back a little bit because he does, he's his own horse.
the horse, of course.
He's horsing around.
Okay.
Okay, so Callahan.
What the hell am I gonna do now?
Remember, double movement, 10-foot squares.
Oh,
Well, that's
The blue movement.
10-foot square. So we're only. I move 3 squares and I'm done, basically.
Yep.
Or 3.5. You have 35 feet, I think.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. And
You could dash, of course, too.
yeah. 4, 5, 6. I guess that would be it because it's 35. So that put me there. I'll go to there, and that's pretty much my turn.
And Swinton gets 4 squares.
Yeah. So. Swinton, I'm going to keep him back. Actually, going to keep him back here. To kind of keep an eye on the horse, just in case.
Yep.
We worked too damn hard to get this horse. We're not going to lose it.
And it was your action to dash. So you don't. As you approach the stream, nothing looks. It looks like a stream and a tree trunk.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do at this point. I just have to wait until my next turn to do anything. So.
Okie doke.
Mr. Kibble.
I'm just trundling along behind everybody. Over there somewhere. And that will end my turn.
He's playing with his pants.
Speedy
Panther
Gonzalez.
playing with him.
Do we have any rope within the group? Like, I'm asking for the group, like, oh.
So
I
Ifia
got
has her pack, so she would imagine she would have rope.
I still
Not
have
sure
my
to-
rope.
Okay.
Did I
Callahan
use
says
it? Let me check.
Yeah, I've got 50 foot.
I got a crowbar.
That's
Yeah, you
not
do.
rope.
I have nothing but what I'm wearing.
Well,
I have a rifle. I forgot we took that. Um,
Okay, good shot.
I have a firearm.
Such an
Let's
American
see.
thing to say.
It's just a firearm. It's nothing special.
Did we get the ammo for it? That's the question.
the whip count? I have a whip.
You could potentially use a whip. The whip is about 10 feet long.
That's not long enough.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
I have a Terrell poster. I have a dagger.
There's little like mini devil horns on her.
No, but we're leaving it with the pixies so they can have a good understanding of who they need to be bothering more often.
How many of those posters did you bring?
I have a journal, parchment, rope, a cloak. Oh no, I gave the cloak back to you. Oh no, I did. I ordered a fur-lined cloak. I do have rope.
oh,
I don't know if
okay.
it's silk or hempen. I'm so sorry. It just
Oh.
says silk or hempen. So
How many of those
That's
posters
good
did you
either
make,
way.
though?
10.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that rope from you. Or can you give me the rope, or
I can give you the rope.
I don't want to rip it out of your hands. Is my point.
No, you're not ripping it out of my hands. You're gently taking it from me. And I'm going to ask you if you want a wire, because I also have that and some ball bearings.
I don't think I need a wire.
I don't know.
What we might need. Are there any like stumps? I'm gonna move over here with the rope, and I'm gonna look around for any kind of stumps.
Yeah, there's this big tree stump here. Other than that, there aren't. There's these ones. These trees are more like bushes. You could probably still attempt to secure a rope to it, but the only tree stump itself is this one here.
I'm gonna. I can move there without needing to dash. Bam! I'm over here with Callahan, and I give him the rope, and I tell him, "You're good at tying. Why don't you tie this rope to the stump, and I'll try to go over the river and give like a lead so that we can cross the river very nice and safely."
Go off.
Does Kundalini have the walk on water thing?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet.
It'd be cool. It'd be kind of bullshit to be like, oh, look, Kundalini. Y'all love to hype up Kundalini, and it's just like he starts walking on water or something. Like, what can he do at that
You
point?
do have a lot of dope monk shit you do already.
Right, on a
But
regular.
I meant like it'd be another funny thing that'd be like, you can walk on water now, like as well. But it's a good thing I don't have it yet.
You said yet.
Yet.
Keyword there.
I can eventually run across like walls.
Yeah,
You can
so
walk through walls
he
here
gets-
and fly.
he gets a
Much
version
more
of
unique
spider
weather,
climb.
guys.
Give him a lightsaber. He'll be a Jedi at this point.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the rope to Callahan, and then I'm gonna use I'll use my bonus action to dash, and then I'm gonna be like, I'll use my action to look around and see if there's any kind of shady shit going on.
Sure. Are you looking just in general? Or are you looking like specifically like super close at something?
I'm looking to put it into perspective. I use my dash to move over here, and I'm gonna look kind of this area.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah. Nothing seems off. You know, it's water running over sand. You probably get an eerie feeling about the swamp, you know, on the ahead of you. But other than that, you don't. No ill feelings from just looking around or listening or anything like that. The water gurgles as it
I'm just
passes
gonna
you.
go back over to Callahan and be like, "You mind tying this rope up? I have faith in you." And then I'll walk over there and tie it off. And that's the end of my turn.
How do I tie this again?
All right. Holy.
Atlee kind of sad he couldn't find anything shiny in the river. Starts moving over with everyone else, but he's actually gonna walk across the side to see if he sees anything in the water as he goes across. So that's 10, 20, and 30. He is looking at the water as he is walking. Does he see anything in the water as he walks?
You are welcome to roll a perception check.
20, dirty 20. Not real 20. Dirty
Right.
20.
Yes, the dirty 20. So as you examine the flowing water and the stones and the sand granules, nothing stands out to you. There's no debris so much. I mean, maybe there's some leaves and twigs, but nothing like shiny or metallic or
Are there any particularly smooth stones in the water?
yeah, there's probably,
Skipping stones.
yeah, there's probably some skipping stones.
Can I use Mage Hand to grab one?
Is Mage Hand a bonus action?
Was the perception my...
Action? Yes.
Yeah, okay, never mind then. It is in action. I'll do that next turn then.
All right. Ifia.
Oh no!
I am going to. Oops, wrong button. That was the wrong button. Gonna move 5, 10. I'm gonna move right under this tree, and I'm gonna touch a leaf because it looks really pretty.
It is. It is indeed. They're more bushes than trees, but yeah, they have
Okay, I'm
pretty
gonna touch
leaves.
it.
They have pretty leaves.
I like this purple leaf. And I'm gonna be following behind these two, and hope no one falls in the water anytime soon. I'm gonna take one of my ball bearings and I'm gonna throw it in the water from here. I don't know how well of a throw it
Shinies in
will
the water.
Hey, look, Atlee, shiny thing in the water. So did you just like caress the leaves? You weren't like taking a bunch of them and shoving them in your pack or anything.
No, I'm just touching the leaf.
Okay. Yeah. They're kind of velvety.
I lied. I'm gonna take. Does it look like a plant, like mint or sage, or does it just look like a leaf bush out in the woods?
They look like purple birch leaves. So birch leaves are. I don't know if you've seen a birch leaf. You probably have.
No, I haven't.
Or maybe not.
I don't know what birch trees are.
It's a fairly
Birch
simple leaf.
It's not mint. It's not sage. It's not basil. It's not food I can grow outside, so therefore I have no idea what it is. It's not a pine needle. So, because I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like, if it was like a leaf, I noticed or recognized. Yes, I'm gonna take my ball bearing and just throw it in the water.
All right.
I don't know how far it goes.
Yeah. I think you could throw it 30 feet if you wanted to.
1, 2, 3. Okay, it landed. Landed right here.
All right. It with a plop. The ball bearing, hits the surface. There's a ripple. The ripple, fairly quickly disappears downstream as the current continues, and the ball bearing lands on the sand and starts rolling a little bit.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I should have attached Rail's poster to it. It's fine.
It's just the ball bearing.
It was just the ball bearing. I should have attached, I should have like wrapped up her paper, the poster in it with the ball bearing and then chucked it. It's fine. You never know. There could be demons down there. Could be monsters who can read and would recognize her.
Well,
Just attack her.
That's absolutely hilarious. I love it.
Get on my level of petty. That'll be my turn though.
That's
Callahan,
pettiness.
you've been asked to tie the rope around the stump.
okay. So I tie the rope to the stump.
I need a sleight of
It's
hand
a-
check.
Sleight of
Wouldn't that
hand.
be like survival though?
Give me a sleight of hand with your wisdom modifier.
Sleight of hand with my wisdom modifier. Okay. Which is the
The one you'd use for,
Yeah.
for survival. It's just the survival mod on sleight of hand.
okay. So you want me to go ahead and add the wisdom mod as well?
So add the survival bonus to a sleight of hand roll, which I guess is essentially just rolling a survival roll. But
Well, sleight of hand and wisdom are the same, and survival are both the same +5.
okay,
Yeah, it doesn't matter the way.
roll
So,
one of them.
Yeah, here we go.
Thematically, it would be a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
All right. You're pretty confident. You do some loop de loops. Maybe you tie a hangman. Probably not a hangman. It's not.
Killing him.
So
You're strangling the tree.
get it nice and tight there. So for my bonus action,
I'd call it a. I guess it was a check. So yeah,
okay.
you're right.
So bonus action, feeling a bit mischievous. Hey, Swinton, fetch Eldon, go for a swim.
By fetch Eldon, are you meaning for him to grab Eldon,
Yep.
drag him into the water?
Yep.
Just a dog drags
Oh,
a man into
no.
the water and drowns him.
Switton's like tail starts wagging rapidly. I need a contested, assuming Eldon is okay with Swinton attempting to do this.
I mean, sure. Also, I hate you. You're an ass.
All right, I need a strength check from Swinton and an acrobatics check from Eldon.
Hey, acrobatics is better than contested strength.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be tough to beat.
It's a strength. He's a +2 on this.
Okay.
I take that back. He has a +5.
Yep, not today.
Swinton jollily lops up to Eldon and tries to like manhandle you. Or dog
just-
handle you.
And stumbles out right in front of him, though. That's the worst part.
Puts his face in the sand.
Oh, dear God.
I
Really?
think there's something wrong with your dog, Callahan. I'm just going to step over Swinton and head towards the log. There we go.
Oh, dear God. You had one
Yeah.
job. Really, Swinton? You
Okay.
had one job.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna let Callahan hold the rope for the time being, and I'm gonna dip my toe in the water.
it's nice and cool.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take the rope and I'm gonna cross the river. On
Through
foot.
the river or on the tree?
Through the river.
You are fording the river.
Yes.
All right.
Just 2 miles per hour.
Yeah. You take your first couple steps are just above your foot deep, and then it gets to about ankle deep, and then right in the middle it's
Maybe-
about shin deep.
Am I overestimating or underestimating how fast 2 miles per hour is?
No, it doesn't seem to be pushing you. Maybe the hair on you don't have any hair on your legs. Your
Careless.
your pant leg, drifts downstream as you trudge through it, but you successfully make it to the other side.
Okay. I would have to dash though.
Oh, would you like to go all the way?
Wasn't it
Yes.
would the water be difficult terrain?
So you are immune to difficult terrain if you're standing on it.
I am.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's right. Huh. Okay. Damn. I'd be right here and
Should
I'd have
say-
the rope.
You're immune to natural difficult terrain. There's magical difficult terrain that could.
Yes. Wait a second. Let me double check it. It might. It doesn't specify magic
That's true.
or natural.
Hmm.
That's pretty damn good. Okay. So I have the rope over on the side, and I'm just gonna kind of make sure that it's taut so that everyone else can cross over. I'm gonna spend my action, since I don't need to do the bonus action to dash or anything. I'm gonna spend my action to brace myself so that it's like a taut rope so that people can cross over.
Okay, so the rope is like, if you were to draw it, it'd be something like oh
And I'm
following.
On
Okay.
across the log, because surely not everyone wants to get wet.
Okay, yeah. And you are using your body weight to hold it tight.
Yeah, so people can use it to put their weight on it, and so that they can cross over the bridge.
For
Or the
sure.
log.
Sounds good.
That's the end of my turn.
Well,
Atlee.
playing with for most people to not get wet. Damn it, Swinton.
Let's see. Let us see. I am going to. I'll see the shiny thing for a second, but then I'll realize it was Effia that threw it. So like I'll slump my shoulders a little bit.
The splash distracts you.
Yeah. Well, picking up a flat stone off the ground in front of me count as any action or anything?
That's free.
All right, I'm gonna pick up a skipping stone, and I'm going to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and I see that Kundali has secured the rope.
Bodily secured.
Uh,
He hasn't tied it to anything. But he's bracing
He's
it.
always he's braced. Okay. See how much 1, 2, 3 would get me to right here. I don't want to get in anyone's way. So I will brace the rope on this side with my action.
It is, you'll make note that it's tied to the stump and it seems fairly secure.
Okay.
Luna.
If you'd like to do
don't-
tug of war with Kundali, you can grab the rope.
well, my thought process was I can't make it across the entire thing in one turn, so I don't want to get in someone's way.
I'm done.
That's fair.
Yeah, and so I was just seeing if I could. Will that spell work? No,
Just
I don't know if this would work.
double check your movement just to see, because it might, if it's 35 with a dash, you'd get 70. as opposed to 60.
My movement's 30.
That is 30. Okay.
1, 2, 3 seconds. I just get stuck right here.
Well, surely it
Um,
won't be an issue, right? If you're
I
in
just don't want to
the
be in anyone's way.
crew.
That probably won't work. Well, I was gonna say, no, that won't work, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll just end my turn there.
You could telekinetic shove yourself the rest of the way.
I mean, we're just crossing a river. I
Yeah,
just,
that's
I
not be
just,
in anyone's
It's never
way.
just
Actually,
crossing a river.
that's actually a really good point you just made.
you can't just walk. I did this for anyone who didn't want to get wet.
It's me. It's me and Eladin.
I'd rather not drown my pants. Thank you.
Right.
It's one thing having them twitching. It's another thing thinking that I'm wearing a
Also,
corpse.
All right,
It'd
all right.
probably
Can I
be
can I like go
Well,
on?
at least they won't
No, I was gonna
twitch.
say it'd probably be quicker to walk across the log than trudging through the river because it's still difficult terrain.
Can I just do
So-
exactly what you said and use my bonus action to telekinetically shove myself across the rest of the way if I make it to here?
All right. So you're here. You'd be here, and is it a 10-foot shove or is it a 5-foot shove? I don't remember.
It's a 5-foot shove.
Okay. So you'd
That's-
I'd say you could get to this point. You'd still be in contact with the log.
Yeah,
But if people wanted to,
I'll
they
do
could.
that.
So these are 10-foot squares. So you can actually have 2 medium creatures in it. So you can occupy the same space.
So, I go
So if you wanted
1.
to be in the same, you could even help Kundali brace the rope.
There we go. I could do that. So 1, 2, 3. Is there any like save I need to make while doing this?
Nope. You can just auto fail it yourself.
Oh, no, I mean like for walking across the bridge there for the 30 feet.
Oh. No, it's wide enough that you have a good footing.
It's a 10-foot
gonna, like,
wide log.
Telekinetically shove myself halfway over.
Yep. So you technically be between squares, but we'll just put you here.
Okay.
This is the problem with doing 10-foot squares.
End of turn.
All right. Ifia. You've got 2
All right.
buff, strong men bracing the rope that Callahan confidently tied to the log, to the stump.
How are we gonna get the horse ferry across?
You can just walk through the water, dear.
Okay, that's true. Okay, all right, 5, 10. I know you were not playing with your damn toy right now in the middle of my session. Sorry.
Mhm.
Wait a second.
I will be.
This is a 10-foot wide log, right?
It's more like 5 feet.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. I was excited. I wasn't worried about walking across it for a second.
Yeah, for a second I was thinking, why am I making a big deal about a 10-foot wide log? But no.
Okay. That's as far as I can go on this. And we're gonna just hope that nothing comes behind us and kills us. I'm not giving you ideas. I'm just saying.
We're just crossing a river.
It's never just crossing. We're never that lucky.
Callahan.
Okay, so we should definitely tell the horse to come across. If the horse is here, what did we decide? Is the horse still at the camp or what?
It's here. It's just hanging out back a ways. It hasn't approached. It also it hasn't telepathically communicated with you because it can do that.
Have we decided who it bonded with, or
It's
Nope.
bonded to you, Callahan.
so?
I'm pretty sure that's
right. You did have the short rest, which means yes, it could have bond. I think it did have a. You were kind of the one that it communicated with previously.
Yeah.
And we gave it the option to choose.
Yeah.
And it chose you.
Come along, my friend. All right, and so I'm gonna stay on this side until we get everybody else across. and make sure this knot doesn't come loose. I'm keeping an eye on the knot just in case.
Yes. To
And-
clarify,
but-
because Atlee was worried about getting in people's way. It is squeezing because it's a 5 foot wide trunk. You can squeeze past friendlies.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
just-
gonna say here.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say, but I'm gonna tell Swinton to go ahead and kind of forward across the water. So tell him to go ahead and dash. So he goes 10, 20, 30, 40. And then he dashes 40 more yards, right? Yeah.
Yep.
20, 30. That's going to put. Oh, this is going to be. No, then he goes 10, 20, basically right there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because he has a climb speed, not a swim speed, right? Let me
Yeah.
double check. Yes, he has climb,
Yeah.
not swim.
Yeah, and I swim. So he's going to be kind of slowed down in there.
All right. Eldon.
I am going to use my movement to get up behind Effie and then hold my action to dash and follow her across when she moves.
All right. So once you have stepped on the log,
Yeah.
I mean, you dudes,
Oh, no.
we all know something had to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So as Eladin steps up onto the log, the surface underneath your feet kind of softens. It softens quite a bit. You sink into it just a tad. Following that up, there's a screeching sound. Now I will warn you, this picture is it's from the gorge, actually. Let me see.
Wait
Ah,
a second, I
crap.
missed it.
Annihilation.
I could put it back up. So as you begin, you're standing there. The edges of the tree trunk, these like tree bone rib like growths appear and start ascending up, like they're going to create a cage over you. And the wood surface beneath your feet becomes all sappy, and it's like sucking you to it, attempting to hold you captive. Think of it like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah, correct.
Or
I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Actually, I need
Why
to.
can't we be trapped in like bubbles or something? Something nice and cute.
Let's see.
Why? Why are you barking?
Put
Do you want a snack? You want a treat?
it will have.
I mean, if this is happening, I'm not holding my action.
That's right.
Whatever, boss.
Yes, you would not.
I believe
Not
we're about to go. Bye,
waiting.
Felicia.
And this is going to be at 10. Oh, that means they go right after each other. What if I put it at 15? Puts it there. Yeah, that's better.
Well, there's 2 logs.
All right, yes. So it is still Eldon's turn. The log has started to close. You know, it's probably the bone-like tree shards, rib cage pieces are up to about your shin height, and your feet are stuck in this gooey sap that is has started to swell around your feet.
Great. Has the log beneath Effie started to do anything?
The same. So the entire length of the log has done this.
So Effie's feet are now in the log as well. Okay.
Yes.
Very.
And Atlee, since he wasn't actually like standing on it, maybe you had like a hand on it. Your hand is now the sap has started to close over your fingers.
Ooh. Callahan is
Interesting.
within 10 feet of me. Shit. Mm.
Same.
Are you about to do something suspect?
I was, but then I looked over my shoulder and saw you were far too close for me to do that. So
Oh,
I
do it
am
anyways.
going to straight down at the log that is currently swallowing Effie's feet, I'm going to fire Eldritch Blast.
What?
He's attack. Yeah, you can. There's no splash damage. At least not
Yeah.
typically from Eldritch Blast. Yeah, you can attack the log. Roll your attack.
Yep.
That's a crit. That will hit. And roll me some. So it's max damage on the first roll. So 10 plus 9, 19.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It the sap where around Ifia's feet kind of splashes up around, and it slowly fills back in.
Second shot, 21. 13.
13. Okay. Your second shot impacts the sap, but it actually think like a non-Newtonian fluid, like oobleck. Your Eldritch Blast deflects off of it and flies off into the sky.
Well, shit.
Huh?
I'm out of ideas. Help! That will be my turn.
You do
Is this
still
the-
have some movement, right? Or did it take you your full 30 to
No,
get
that
there?
was my full 30
Okay.
to get there.
Goodly.
Oh. Punch a tree.
Is this log a creature technically?
That's you wouldn't inherently know, because it
Yeah.
could be a multitude of different things. Would you like to attempt to identify if it's a creature?
Well, I want to grapple it.
No, you cannot grapple it.
Fuck.
It starts like triangle choking a tree branch.
Give it the full Heimlich.
I have faith in Atlee. I think Atlee's in a fine position, and I'm just gonna walk across the water towards the friends, and I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use my action to inspect the log all calmly. I'm like, as Eladin is either screaming or shooting the log tree, I'm just gonna be like, what is this?
Yeah, there's like this sucking sound as the tree bones exit, and the squishing of their feet in the sap, like a
But could I do like some sort of check to
Sure.
inspect the creature?
yeah, or whatever it is. Roll me investigation. Well, yeah. Yeah. Investigation.
Oh.
Yeah, other than like its similarities to a Venus flytrap, you don't pick up anything else.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm just gonna punch it. Like like try to rip off the teeth and stuff, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because punch away.
Oh,
An 11 will miss.
okay, that's the end of my turn. I'm just kind of looking at it.
Atlee, your hand is slowly being engulfed by this sap as you hold the rope with your other hand.
Atlee will, on his hand, or using that hand that's trapped, cast Toll the Dead on the thing.
You are targeting.
If it is a creature,
So
it will act. If it's not a creature, it won't do anything.
that's a good way to identify if it's a creature or not.
That's my goal.
It does not have a saving throw. It does not appear to be a creature.
So no effect.
Correct.
Can I bonus action try to telekinetically shove myself out of this?
You can attempt to.
Yes, that's my goal.
Okay. I do need you to roll I'm going to GM roll yeah, I need an athletics check from you.
15.
This is contested. All right, your 15 is good enough.
Nice.
You kind of you place your other hand towards the one that's stuck, and you know like a force shock, and your hand the sap resists you, kind of stretches out a little bit, but releases you, and all the sap that was congealing around your hand sucked back up into the bark.
Any Constitution save for not dislocating my shoulder or wrist
no,
or anything?
no, you beat it by enough.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Oh well, yeah, I definitely beat that by enough then. So it's an action. Was that my bonus action? And I don't have. Do I have a move left? Do I have my move, or is that part of my move?
You still have your move.
I am going to move. Let's see. This is 10 feet. I'm just going to move 15 feet because I was 5 feet away last time. So I'll move 10 feet away over here so I get a better viewing of my teammates on the side here. Seeing the side view, do I see anything that they may not see being further away?
Nope. Still just the bone-like growths that that are slowly but steadily attempting to close over them. They're still
Gotcha.
they're at like shin height still. They haven't moved past that yet.
Got you. Okay, that will be end of turn then.
Ephia.
All right. I dug in my bag a little bit, and I remembered that I have a fang of a giant snake bone naga skeleton thing. I'm gonna try to stab this thing and hope it's like basilisk / tree monster with the bone. I don't know how big the bone is.
I love the idea. I love the idea. You are welcome to attempt to stab the tree.
Okay. What would I
guess it would be an improvised attack. So just roll me a d20, and then I think it's plus your strength mod.
Oh, that's a negative then.
Yeah, so
that's a -1. That's
you,
10.
Yep, you pull out that snake fang. You put your weight behind it, and you go to shove it in past the sap and into the trunk of the tree. But the sap is, it rebounds your attempt, and you kind of little shockwave in yourself, and you were unsuccessful in stabbing it.
Well, I tried. We're doomed.
You do still have your movement.
Okay.
Or it doesn't have
I'm
you
ready.
engaged yet.
Okay. As you try to move, I need a strike saving throw.
Oh my god. Fia's gonna die.
I believe in you.
That's stupid.
I still believe.
All right. As you go to attempt to leave the tree, your feet do not listen to you, and they're stuck in the sap.
Fia lets out this card. It's just like, no more nature, no more plants, no more bugs, no more trees. I need a city, a bath, and a shower. Not this ick. I refuse to die here.
You do still have your bonus action if you wanted to throw a bardic inspiration out there or something.
No. I got one.
Wait, didn't you get a short rest?
Does it all come back? Because when I pressed the button, they did not come back. Nothing came back except my sorrows, hopes, and pains.
Is your stuff set up to reset on short rests?
I pressed the button.
I know I didn't get any spell slots obviously back with mine, but
Or is that's regular?
Let me.
I don't think Hunter gets, Ranger gets their stuff back.
Oh, okay.
No.
Bards do not regain. Well, when you reach level 5, you have Font of Inspiration. You should have that.
I don't see it.
It could be.
Are you looking at the 1D&D stuff?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I lied.
Oh, you do have it. Okay, so you do have. You
Oh,
do
I
get.
do. Okay.
Do you get all of them back, or is it like half? Or
It says all of my extended uses, so now I have 3 again.
perfect.
Oh, nope, that's the dagger button. That's the dagger button. I need to get the rest of my daggers. I guess I can use my bardic inspiration on somebody. Give me a second while I think about which one to use.
Yep. You don't have to pick immediately.
Okay.
The horse finally does, take a turn. It starts pacing
Yay.
back and forth, and Callahan hears it, telepathically speak to him. Trap! It's a trap!
No, duh, dipshit. Okay.
That's. We shouldn't have named him Orome. Damn it.
Sorry.
You are correct, Orme. Yes, it's a trap.
All right. So, Ifia, who do you want your barg?
I feel like Eladin might.
It's not gonna
I'm-
help me much.
I know. I might have to give it to Kundali. I believe in you, Kundali. Don't fuck up. Oop. There you go. Oh no, not that one. I'm sorry. It's right above it. I'm so sorry.
Unsettling information.
All right.
Inspiration one. I'm so sorry.
Afia manages to choke out a couple notes, and Kundali feels himself inspired.
I sing the beginning of I'll make a man out of you. There you go.
I actually want this on 14. I'll give it that one more. All right. So, as the end of the round, we come back to the top of the round. The bone, the wood bone rises as it extends from the log just a little bit more. So it was at mid shin. Now it's up to knee height, and the sap in your feet kind of bubbles. Blub, 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 blub.
That's worse.
Callahan. Also, on both ends, there is a piece coming up surrounding it too. So it's not like only from the left and the right. There's on both ends. It's making like a cage or a.
I have no idea what to do here because there's really nothing that I have to be able to help with this. Looking for abilities. Okay,
Just
so
inspecting it might help a lot.
yeah, I'm gonna have to take an inspection and see what I can look at it.
Okay, roll me nature this time.
Oh, why couldn't it just be investigation?
Oh, I thought maybe your nature would be better.
No, I'm investigation. Nature is not my biggest one. But
Okay.
I'll do nature. Is what you said.
Yep.
Hey.
Pretty good. All right. So you kind of kneel down. Maybe you run your finger through the sap. You examine the bone-like structures that are coming out of it. You make the determination that there's a couple things you notice. One, it has a damage threshold, so you must deal at least 15 damage for any damage to be done to it at all.
Wow.
Second, it does have an eventual hit point break. So there will be a point in where it succumbs to its injuries, even though it's not a creature. So it can be destroyed. The third thing you notice, the sap is extremely flammable.
Oh, time to fireball this thing.
I know.
Except for one problem. Yeah, and I realize everybody, we can do that except for one problem. We have people in it.
Toasty,
not.
toasty. You would
No.
also so you've drawn the comparison to the Venus flytrap. So you also have the knowledge that if it eventually closes, it will attempt to digest whatever is inside of it. As this thought comes to mind, Eladin and Afia's feet start to tingle.
No.
Okay.
Is there anything? Oh, okay. You would also know the cage sides are weak to bludgeoning damage.
So, I relate to Kundali, and you use a mace, don't you, Adley?
Yes.
Okay. I relate to both of you, so y'all can go ham on the cage sides.
So mace the crap out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Have we come to the conclusion it's a living thing?
No, it is. So it's
It's not
more.
a creature because
It's
I
more.
couldn't hurt it.
It's more trap than creature.
Sentient trap. It's a trap.
Also, it could just be. It could just have like a spell immunity or something like that. But
Oh, that I guess.
Atlee knows his spell didn't affect it.
So, what do I have to hit things with? I have unarmed strike, and I can do that. So I'll take a swing at I don't do this very often. I'm just
Okay.
gonna take a not do an unarmed strike, but I'll do I'll use my short sword at least at no, actually I'm gonna back off because I want to try to do a favored foe at it with my bow. So I'm gonna back off a little bit. And back up a couple of spots there, about 20 feet. Okay.
The nature check was your action. Just to clarify that.
Yeah, I only get one shot here. No, thank you for reminding me. There's one shot. So.
So to get the second shot, you were required to take the attack action, which is your main action. So
Yeah,
you.
But
you
I'll
still-
back off the way I at least have the one spot.
Yep.
For the next time.
You do still have your bonus action to command Swinton if you'd like him to fight it or something.
That I will do. So, and I do tell Swinton to attack the same spot that I tell Kundali to attack to, and that should be far enough for him to get his charge, right?
Because of does difficult terrain affect his charge? I don't think it does. No, he'll still get the charge. It won't be making a charge. Won't do anything though, because the tree won't be making a saving throw for it.
Yeah, that's good. But at least he can do his attack.
Yes. Yep.
So
roll away. I'm gonna go back That's
to his
plus proficiency bonus. +5. So that will hit. I think even with max damage though, you cannot deal enough damage to actually hurt it.
That's very possible.
On a crit, he could, but just on base roll damage, he can't do enough damage.
So, all right, we'll call that one good. I just rolled to see if you can get a crit next time.
Yep.
I'd say the thing you did do was probably the most important thing.
You figured out
The
its
action.
weaknesses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Eladin, presumably Kundali shares that information that it's weak to bludgeoning damage, the sap is flammable, and that it has, the damage threshold, plus there is an eventual break point of it. So it can be destroyed.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the group.
I'm going to.
Weakening's times 2 damage.
I am going to use my action to give Effie a help action to try and get her out of this log. I'm
We're
going to
gonna die.
push her as she tries to move.
Thank you.
You
So
are
she will
welcome.
have an advantage on the strength check.
Mm-hmm.
I can still move.
That's true. You can still attempt to move.
Oh, yes, I will
Yeah.
attempt to move. Yes, I will attempt to move, but that is it. This is not going to work. Nah.
12 is not enough.
Yes. So I will, stand here and just give Effie a helping hand when it comes to her turn.
I will tell you, in the first round, a 12 would have been enough, but this is the second round. So the DC has increased.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yay.
Oh my gosh. That's really DC stands for dice check.
The log again, the bark bones rise just another couple inches. Just to above your knee. And it is Kundali's turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, there's two things I could do. I could just be punching the bark bones, right? Or I could try to pull them out. But I'm really not that strong. Probably should have said something. I'm just going to keep on. I'm going to punch at the bark bones that are weak to bludgeoning.
Yes. Now your unarmored strikes are bludgeoning, right?
Well, they can be bludgeoning or force damage.
Okay.
If that's important to know.
Yep. Presumably the first ones were force?
Wait.
Or what's your
the-
default? What do you think your default is for punches?
I could just choose.
I know, but what would
I
because you didn't specify the first time you attacked it? That's why I asked.
I did not. I did not specify the first time. I didn't. I used forced initially, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna. Now it's bludgeoning. And what's the bardic inspiration bonus? D6.
Yes.
Yes.
And if it fails, you still keep it. So that is unsuccessful. So you can roll the d6 again for the second one there. That one will hit.
Well, it's not enough damage.
Well, it is because it's doubled.
Well, then it'd be 14.
Oh, that'd only be 14. You're right. I apologize.
Both doesn't do anything. Damn. Okay. That was nothing. End of turn.
None of my things will do anything.
Atlee.
So my mace won't do any damage to this thing. I have a 1d6 plus 2, which is not enough
Mm-hmm.
to do any damage to it.
Let me reread my block here.
Well, I got another idea that I can ask too. Where's the spell? Looking at the tree stump, does it look like a curse was casted upon the tree to have this happen? AKA, if I use remove curse, do I think something will actually happen? Besides, I don't want to just expend a third spell slot if I'm not at least reasonably sure it will kind of maybe work.
Hmm.
So I don't mind using my entire action this turn to like investigate if I need to.
Yeah. I like the idea. What would be your What's your Arcana mod? I mean, I
Plus
guess
one.
+1, yeah. You'd be fairly
I'm not-
confident it wouldn't have any effect.
Okay.
Okay, so I did miss a piece of this. So because it is weak to bludgeoning damage, it still takes the damage, even if
Oh.
it doesn't cross the threshold. So bludgeoning
it
is still effective. Yes,
Okay.
because it has the weakness to it.
Okay.
All other damage requires reaching the 15 threshold.
Do I get a flanking bonus on this thing?
No.
No, it's not. That would be funny.
Then I go to swing and break some branches. I'm assuming a 9 will miss.
a 9 will do this.
Can I do anything funny to this thing?
Does that mean that all that Kundalini stuff would have still done damage?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Kundalini attacks did deal damage, and I guess to follow up on that, you probably Kundalini can see cracks forming.
Okay. Just punch the shit out of it. Everyone,
turn.
just punch this tree with me.
End of turn.
Ready? Ifia, you have advantage to attempt to escape.
Okay. Okay. Mm.
You're of course not
Mm.
required to do that.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking real quick. What can you do with the poisonous reagent?
So that was for crafting purposes, which we haven't really gotten into in this group.
But if I poured it down this little sappy thing, would it get an upset tummy?
Probably not.
Damn it. Dang it. Okay. Okay. All right.
Dang it,
And the
Bobby.
rifle won't do nothing because I don't want to break it. Okay. I'm gonna try to. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to break the weak point so we can punch out and we'll just be in the water instead of stuck in this Venus flytrap. Not punch out. Y'all know I can't punch. But I live in fear of breaking things like a nail or anything. Do I got any? I got a whip. That won't work. All right. I'm gonna try to stab it with my dagger so we can maybe get out of here. Cause everything else is like a rapier, and I don't know if I have the dexterity for that. Oh yay! God damn it!
That doesn't-
Yay!
I think even with the crit, you could not deal enough damage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to move again because I love moving. I'm gonna cry.
Wouldn't you want to to use the advantage to actually get out of it instead of the attack?
I believe Eldon was helping specifically with
Okay.
an attempt to
With
escape.
her helping get out, yeah.
Like using his shoulder for you to brace or something like that.
It doesn't fucking matter.
No.
It doesn't fucking matter.
We're gonna die to this tree.
I mean, it won't be the first
By
time that he has
tree.
died.
We'll be fine.
We're
We
definitely
can
dying.
revive you guys.
I should just threw the soap down his throat.
You're being killed
I-
by the slowest thing possible. We'll be alright.
All right.
We're gonna be the giraffe in that Adult Swim sketch.
All right. Our two stuck participants take 9 acid damage as
Ah.
the sap starts to burn your feet.
Oh, okay. Everybody,
3,
back
4,
the fuck
5,
up. And
7.
we're getting out of here.
Wait. It's time to go, guys. Oh my god.
God damn.
And the bones, continue to move upward. They're about thigh height now.
No. They need to stop doing that.
Callahan.
Okay, so I have is it 3 attacks now?
Are you? If you were dual wielding in melee, you would have 3 attacks. Otherwise, you
Okay,
just have 2.
It's 2 shots.
Just
Okay.
2.
Yeah, so. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a shot. And
Oh, remember, this is it. You need to do 15 damage to it.
yeah,
Otherwise,
I'm
it's no
literally going to be
damage.
burning a favorite foe on this, trying to get extra damage on this damn thing.
Does favorite foe say creature?
Yeah.
It does. Oh shit!
Rob,
Yeah,
this is
creative
the
creature. It does say creature. Shit.
traps are so
Seriously,
odd.
folks, just back up, and I am getting us out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire. You're gonna fire at it and see if I can do as much damage as possible because I do more damage along with the bow.
Fire
So,
away.
Here we go.
Get that crit.
Got one of the crit.
That's
Wow.
a crit. All right, so that's 13 plus 12 for 25. Cool, big damage.
Okay.
And your second attack. Double crit, baby.
Happy dog.
Nope. Nope.
Crit fail.
No.
Crit followed by the crit fail.
Yeah, you just had to say that one, didn't you?
Your first arrow kind of weaves its way through a couple of the bone slats and impacts one of the ones Kundalini had been directly abusing, and it actually snaps one of them clean off. One of the bones. It's not enough to squeeze through, but it's a start.
Yeah, but then Fable just had the god mode that the second one. All right, so I I tell Swinton to take a bite, see what he can do. See if he can get a
Also
crit.
needs a
Here we
crit.
go. Yep, gotta go for it.
Can the dog not just like smash his head into the tree?
He could make it on order of strike if he wanted to. He doesn't. I mean, his maul attack, I think, is technically piercing.
Yeah, nope.
Oh, it's slashing, not piercing. But alrighty, Eladin. Oh, so Callahan, you do have the movement on Swinton there, and Eladin did warn for him to back up.
Oh, well, I tell him to move then. So I pull him back. Not that far.
Far enough. All right, Eladin, your turn.
I am going to take hold of Effie's hand.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast and hold Thunderstep until Kundalini has backed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew what you're about to do.
Great.
Alrighty. The log continues to bone shard it up. It's about, if it was mid thigh, it's about hip height. And it started to curve inward. So it curved out to start. It's going straight up for a little bit, and now it's starting to curve inward. You won't take the acid damage again until the top of the round. But it is Kundalini's turn.
Yay.
Punching away. Punch, punch,
Now
punch.
move away.
How many hit points did this thing have?
More
bunch.
than 0.
A bunch.
Because he's taking double every time that Kundalini and Natalie have hit him.
Yes, only one of Kundalini's attacks there hit. Just the first one. It did still.
And
deal a lot of damage.
Second Kundali is more than 10 feet away from me. Me and Effie are just gonna pop, disappear. And reappear. Oh, over here.
Yay!
You destroyed the rope.
Thunderstep deals lightning damage or thunder damage?
Thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
But
Okay.
it requires a Constitution saving throw as well, so.
Right. I was just if it was lightning, if it was lightning, it would have ignited it, but it's not. So, the blast, the concussive wave from you, blinking away, actually, the couple other bone pieces that Kundali had cracked shatter away. So there is a walkable or a climbable in space if you wanted to go back in.
I want to go home.
That part.
And the tree, well, I guess you've escaped the grasps of the tree.
I should have just done that from the beginning. Why does everything have to be alive?
All right, Atlee.
Thank you. Luden, thank you.
Actually, everyone is
Oh,
off
it
now.
was still technically Kundali's turn. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Kundali?
No, I'd say my turn.
Okay, you're just moving away.
It
We
is
could have ended
off.
that so much sooner.
With everyone off it now, Atlee, what will he do? I think I'm gonna like smack it again and walk away.
So petty.
You could set light to the damn thing.
Ooh, I got yeah. Do I have anything I can do that with actually?
You could probably find a rock you could hit your mace off of.
Can I use my smooth rock I picked up to light a fire by hitting the mace on it to try to make see if it's like a flint rock somehow? I'm trying to use that to create a spark.
Roll me a survival check to go with it.
Yeah. Okay, I can do this.
You need
No,
a
I
10.
can't do this.
Nope.
You needed a 10. You attempt to spark off the stone, but instead you kind of hit it like a baseball bat and the stone goes flying.
I like look in the distance as if I meant to do that.
Eep, eep, eep. You hit Swinton. Really?
Oh, I have a tinderbox.
If you have a tinder,
Yeah!
I
got
but
paper.
Callahan and everyone else will be stuck on the other side if I do that though. But it's fine.
Fuck this
They
tree.
can walk across the water, I'm pretty sure. I light this
Eep.
thing on fire.
it goes up rapidly. This dark smoke
away.
starts to form.
Kundali is like, oh no, it was alive. I killed you. That's awful.
It's
Kundali,
not
it almost
alive.
ate us.
My spell that only works on alive creatures didn't work, so therefore it's not alive. I do in response.
Oh no, but it was like, no, I'm fucking around.
right. Okay.
I'll help anyone on the other side of the river cross. I can carry them over. I just don't
Sure.
want to do that.
Yeah, we can leave initiative order for a moment there if you want to go help carry people across.
No. I talk, telepathically talk with Orme, and we agree to. I ask Orme if I can ride him across, and then Swinton will just doggy paddle across.
Okay. Presumably, Swinton waits for you, and then you cross together.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kundali, where would you be at the point? Were you like you over here offering to help, and then you walked back across with them?
I was there at the beginning. I was offering to help them, but no, since he's doing the thing, they'll just do it. Yep.
Okay. All right. So as the three of them are crossing the river, we get
That's when the river attacks.
Exactly. In fact, actually. Um,
No,
No, are you fucking?
it's all alive.
all right, I need to move this to back.
Of course.
Oh my god.
So, as you guys reach about mid-river here, the water beneath you starts to disappear, and the sand, the wet sand clutches as your feet as you are attempting to be sucked in place,
Within the sand.
like within
Dear
the
God.
sand. It's almost like hands grabbing your feet.
Are
Oh, no,
we
I mean,
really
like-
doing? Are we really doing that scene seriously, Scott?
Is it in the water, or like if I'm on the land?
We are
I-
not. We are not doing Gen X killing in my heart here, are we, Scott? Please tell me we're not.
I don't know the reference. No.
Oh, dear
So
No, we're doing
the-
distance
Oh,
filler.
the dog and horse dying, or something.
Yeah,
You guys are back at Old Yellard.
never,
So-
never,
Ending
never,
story,
never
yeah.
story, man.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's the horse, yeah.
Oh dear God, man.
Okay, so as the water like rapidly recedes, so Kundalini, you would have been like on the very edge of the bank. You weren't actually touching the water, but the water disappears, and the edge of the bank, including like 5 feet in from the edge of the bank, and all the water in between starts melding and sucks your feet, so you're up to your ankles.
I'm unfortunate.
Wait.
All right,
Oh.
and so the horse
I
will
fucking
make.
hate.
Okay, simplest answer is the best answer. We've learned this. Out of character.
Anyway. I fucking hate this world.
That
Where did the
horse is
rope
gonna
go?
die. It got destroyed, I guess.
Oh, right.
There are some large rocks. You'll make note there's some large rocks that don't appear to have sunk very close to you. The horse failed its save, so its hooves are currently suctioned. I do need a strength saving throw from Swinton and Kundalini. Callahan is currently riding the horse, so he does not have to make one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I
Most, yeah.
don't get. No, I do. It's probably.
Yeah, there's Swinton.
Okay,
I
Swinton
wonder
succeeds.
how Earthwalk interacts with this.
So I guess this isn't the creature per se. All right, the horse attempts to escape and he was unsuccessful. So Callahan, you are on the horse's back and the horse is freaking out, yelling telepathically in your head as its hooves are unable to move.
This horse sucks.
I need to add a custom.
I reached down and I'm patting it. Do not calm, young one. We will get you out of this.
Actually,
Calm. And I grabbed my my rope. I tie it and I tie it to his to one end of his halter, and I toss it to the other end to Kundalini. Because I've got 50-foot rope as well.
Oh, okay. I'm just
And
holding
as
it.
my free action, and then with my action, I would do, and I'd like to, and I whisper to the I telepath to say, I'm going to jump from your back to the shore so we can work as a group to try to pull you out of this. Okay.
So there,
Just
it is a 20-foot jump to the shore, and you do not have running room, so you would land in the sand, as it is currently. There is a large rock that appears to not be sinking, and that is next to you, though.
okay. And I'll try to land there to try to to be able to try to get out of it.
Yeah. So you using your movement, you leap from the horse's back and you land on a rock just a little bit closer to shore.
And so that puts me what? Where's that put me?
Just like in that square.
In that area.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that give me enough room to be able to finish going the rest of the way if I jump the rest of the way from there, or
What is your strength modifier?
strength is not very good. +1.
Okay, so it would be
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to
probably still about 15 feet to the shore. So I don't think. What's the? Is it 10 plus
Wouldn't be able-
strength mod for jumping?
What do I do? Able to do it with acrobatics? Off my dex?
Well, there's specific rules for it.
For jumping, it's for a long jump. You need to have a running jump, and then you get.
Yeah. I couldn't remember how that works. That's what I was asking.
Is it like
so
3 times
easy
your
to-
strength mod or something?
No. It's
Ah.
something like
Your strength determines how far you jump. For a long jump, you can for a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before.
Mm.
Standing long jump is half of that distance. So your strength score is what? 12?
13.
So you can 13. So you can jump 6.5 feet.
So it would not be far enough to get you to shore now. From your current
he
position.
jumps on me. Jumps onto Kundli and then uses that as a springboard to jump further.
He could do that. I would need a acrobatics check. Fairly, it'd be like a DC 16.
Would
If
be-
Kundali assists him on his on my turn, I use my action to help Callahan, to prepare for him to do it. Would that work?
Yeah, he could have advantage on it.
Hold action and then do gets to safety, and then we're ready to work off of Callahan. There's 4 people to haul us onto land.
Okay. So you said acrobatics with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Here
Why
comes
does
the
it
first
take
one.
so long to roll? Oh shit.
Yep. Even with that, you'll succeed.
Well, maybe you
Okay.
could do a little better.
Yeah, might as well roll it.
You see, you could do.
Yeah.
He did a little bit better.
All right. So you, Callahan, you'll manage to bunny hop off using Kundali's help, and you'll land on shore. Swinton succeeded on his save, so he's going to move his. He would actually be able to get out of the area of effect if you wanted him to.
Yeah, let's get everybody out of there so we can then focus on getting this
Right.
pony up here, because we didn't want all of us getting all the.
Okay. He would pitter patter his way up the sinking sand and be able to escape the falling portion. So he would have, it would be difficult terrain. So that's
Probably get him onto a rock or
20. Yeah, he could get on that rock there.
Just
Eladin, the horse and Kundali are currently sinking in the sand.
Great. I am assuming Kundali's not Kundali's got this. Callahan has got Kundali. So I am going to grab the back of Callahan's armor and give him the help action.
Yep.
For his whatever he's gonna do.
All right. And
Hey,
then,
hey! That's not my armor.
If it's grabbable, it's useful.
You just grab a chunk of the man.
Hmm
What the hell? You just groping this dude.
All right. And Kundali's turn
my
was,
action to
yep, he
help.
used the help action. Yep. All right. So the sand rapidly descends. So Kundali and the horse are both dragged 10 feet straight down as the sand caves in on itself.
As a free action, I should have. I got the free action, so I'm gonna. I forgot to mention it. I used my action to do the assist, but I'm gonna wrap the rope that Callahan gave me around my arm, and I'm gonna hand it to Callahan.
Yep.
Yep.
It's just a line between
Yeah, that
me
works.
and
That's fine.
Orme.
Yeah.
And-
So your feet are currently stuck. Oh, actually, you would get no, because you don't get to save unless you're actively trying to escape. So the sand drops about 10 feet. So you and the horse are rapidly descending into the earth. Atlee, Kundali and the horse disappear from view as the sand
Alright.
cascades downward.
They're not in view. Where'd my character sheet go?
Yeah.
Where'd my character
And-
sheet go? There it is. As they disappear out of view, I walk a bit closer. 1, 2, and as I get close, what was that spell I was going to use? Is that the spell? No, it wasn't. What spell I was going to use? Does this thing look like a curse that I could try to dispel?
No, it does not. So, looking at it as you gotten closer and look a little closer, at the very center, there's so the whole thing of sand is cascading downward, but at the center, it's a little bit lower. And you can see maybe periodically wind gusts come out of it, and sand particles, instead of going down, fly up.
As so something squirting it up.
Hmm. Is there any dome-looking object in there at the bottom of the sand thing that can yell to Kundali try to grab on his way down?
Doesn't appear to be, no.
Okay.
How
nothing I can do to
close
get
is
them.
he to a rock? He is not close to a rock.
Is there any rope left from that rope let's cut over here I can try to throw down to him?
So it was blasted off. Roll me a D100.
D 100. 81.
Okay, so it was blasted off. It was cut off about here, which would have been at the 15-foot mark. So there's 30-ish feet. And it did concussive wave got blasted onto the shore, so it is sitting next to you.
Also, I do. Me and Callahan has a rope connected to me and Orme already. Just like
I give you another rope to connect to. I don't know. Let's see. If you're already connected by a rope. I'll move. Let's see. I was right here, I think. So it's 1, 2, 3. So I can help Callahan pull the rope. I don't have the best strength score, but I can help.
probably.
And then I'll
yeah,
use a help action with whatever is needed for that. And that will be end of turn.
All right. Ifia, the horse is screaming, as horses will scream, and Kundali is kind of, pretty stoic as he descends.
You just see Kundali slowly sinking beneath the sand, and just his eyes are like,
Just another Tuesday.
It's just gonna become
Um,
one with the ground.
yes.
Okay, I am going to grab what I can of the rope and I'm going to try. Oh, no, I used that already. Never mind. Try to help you guys pull him up with my little baby arms because I do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hey, stop licking me. And I am. Can I use another unfailing inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Or does it? Okay, solid. I'm gonna use that on I don't know if that would help Kundali pull the horse up. I already gave you one. Never mind. Guess I can give it to Callahan. And then the last one I'll just give to Atlee and hope for the best. So I'm gonna grab hold and try to pull you up, and then for my bonus action, I'll use the right one, unfailing inspiration, on Atlee.
Ooh.
And I guess I'll try to make a strength check. I don't know what to roll for this to help pull. Luna, I was never good at tug of war. This is the
Alright.
worst version of tug of war.
So
A
the
sad spirit, the horse is trapped.
the horse is really freaking out, and he succeeded on his save this time. So he's actually I need Callahan to roll a athletics check. So this is going to use one of the help actions. So you still get at this at advantage, but the horse is so scared it's kind of reefing on the rope.
You said at advantage?
Yes. So this will use one of the help actions, and then the second help action will presumably be on your turn.
Athletic. Okay.
Oh, he's not a humanoid.
And gives
Is
it
it
at
advantage?
advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, advantage doesn't typically stack. In this particular case, I'm going to
Oh.
allow it to go
We're
twice. Okay.
all handling that rope.
God.
Yeah. Thank
All
God
right.
for that
So
one.
the horse, weaves to and fro, falls onto its side, and Kundali feels the rope pinch him. But Callahan, along with Eladin or Atlee, whichever one of them, is able to hold it steady and prevent the horse from descending any further. All right. So
Man, we got this.
the sand will again drop another 10 feet.
What, 10?
This time it reveals a creature that seems to be causing. It's not that big. I'm going to make it smaller.
Fucking Dune.
This seems to be the creature that is causing this effect.
Yeah.
At the center of the hole, a pillar of sand is swirling in a whirlwind continuously, and it will batter those nearby. So I need dex saves. Nope, Constitution saves from Kundali and the horse.
Wow.
And you will both fail. Ooh.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of damage. You will take
Ooh,
18 bludgeoning damage.
never mind. That's a lot of damage.
That horse doesn't have that much hit points.
No.
That horse only has 22.
Ah. Mm.
And
I
it
know.
is Callahan's turn. The horse is battered and bleeding.
Dear God.
Oh my God, we're gonna kill this horse on accident.
It killed itself, let's be honest.
I thought you wanted to save lives.
I do, but out of character. All of my experience with horses is they die.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to do this. We got to pull this horse out of here somehow.
All right, you have
Uh,
advantage again, as well as the bardic inspiration.
Didn't it succeed with the athletics? What does that mean?
It
So
didn't fall any
yes,
further.
it was, and it was so freaked out that it didn't end up using its movement to. It could have. I guess it would have gotten closer to you, but it couldn't have exited the walls.
I close my eyes and I say, Orme, listen to me. That you are getting out of here. You are part of this family. Come home. We are doing this.
Pull the rope.
He
He's
was
doing
full of
it.
rope.
He's doing it.
At advantage.
Yeah.
With bardic inspiration.
Plus your
With part,
d6.
which is a d6.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna go back in and start punching this thing.
27.
27. All right.
And
For Orome.
All right. You do manage to with the strength of your party members behind you, you all grip that rope and you manage to just reef and drag it all the way up. Kundali comes up over the top, and as he's holding on to the rope, whether enthusiastically or not particularly enthusiastically, because horses are horses.
I'm being like ripped in half by this horse, and
as it gets dragged up the sandy surface, the debris falling slowly, and it's kind of like in slow motion. You manage to get the horse's head over the lip, and Atlee helps you. He wraps one of his armored arms around its neck, and you manage to lift it over the edge and out of harm's way.
I really want to go home.
and now as Kundali crawls to the land, it's just like earth and sand, just every orifice.
yeah.
And it almost looks like Kundali is like gritted, like his skin looks grittier, as though the sand had abrasive.
Yes, polished even.
Mm-hmm.
You got
yeah.
sandblasted.
Swinton
Actually-
is able to make it to shore as well.
Yeah. I walk over and I kneel down to Orme and I put my hand onto him. And I take my last spell slot to cast the last first level cure wounds I have on him. To get him back to where he's at least got something into him. And I say, you did good.
I'm gonna pat Kundali on the shoulder and go, "You did good."
Just
I
like
cast-
a mouth
gonna cast
full of
my-
dirt. No, don't cast anything on me. Don't cast. I'm doing this myself.
Too late, I already did it.
No bullshit. I want to do this. This is my ability.
Resist.
6.
There we go.
It's perfect. I got
Yeah.
all my HP back.
I look over at Kundali and I put my chest, my hand to my chest, and I lean my head down. And I say, "That is the damnedest thing I've ever seen, man."
He's just got more sand in his mouth.
You've earned my respect.
All
Can
right.
we go home?
I don't. In this moment,
Wait.
I don't feel worthy of respect. Let's move on.
So
Please.
the whirlwind dies down and the water starts to return as it flows back in, rises back to the surface, and it's as if nothing, well, I guess the tree has turned to ash at this point, but it's as if there's nothing under the water to hurt anyone.
Well, we were
Okay.
damned either way. Let's be fair.
What, like I say to the group, how confident do you feel about me going down there?
Can we just
No.
not?
We find
No.
the damn
Want
thing.
to.
No.
Let's find this thing and get these damn fairies
Please,
taken care of.
yeah. I'd
Afia
like to
walks up to
sleep
you,
at
put
some point.
their hand on your chest, and it's like, no, honey, no, please.
Like, no, honey,
I'm
please.
tired.
I did tell you that doing a quest for fairies was going to would be an adventure, right?
This is definitely
You
a lot
didn't
more
mention the burning
than-
acid, or the fucking tree, or Charybdis in the water.
But that wasn't. He didn't he guaranteed. An
Oh, we're
adventure.
long boys
Why
now.
are you fucking looking? I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I've just seen it. Oh boy.
I'm
What
normal.
the-
That's what
okay.
matters.
I'm sorry.
Atlee's enjoying his height.
I'm just wondering. Chances are, there's more of this bullshit in this area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
There's
I would
I'm
imagine
tapped.
so.
There's
I don't know about
probably
y'all, but I'm tapped. That's all I know.
more. How are you out of spell slots?
We
'Cause
burned
it's been a
everything.
very long day.
Yeah,
I,
Yes.
he doesn't get
have you
anything
seen-
back on a short rest either.
I know. How much? Wait, you're a ranger. I forget. You don't get a lot in the first place.
I don't know about y'all, but
I got infinite bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm privileged in this matter.
yeah, dope monk shit.
It's a
Well, I don't-
whole. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
So we haven't started looking for this damn thing, and we got to start searching for this damn thing soon.
Why don't any of us know locate object?
Because
Just not.
that'd be boring, though.
I want to go home.
Oh fuck.
I want a coffee.
Gigantor Atlee.
Well, this looks like that some of that shit we started out in, Effia.
I am reusing the
No.
map for it. Yeah, or the page.
No. That's not fair.
This is
Oh.
new to me, and that's all that matters.
Oh hell.
All right.
I'm gonna just fart on Callahan's back.
So this is the swampy looking portion just to the top of that map. The pixie dust in Atlee's hand kind of, well, I don't know if it probably wouldn't be in your hand anymore. Maybe it's in a pouch. Yeah. So the pouch on your waist or on your chest or whatever kind of lifts off of your. It's like attracted to something in a little ways through this swamp.
Ooh, can I follow the direction that the pouch is going?
Can we just hold 1 second before we move anywhere? At this very spooky looking place.
But the
I'm gonna
pixies don't have a lot of time.
just 1 second, and I'm gonna take 1 second to use my divine sense.
Yes. Yeah. So let me look exactly at that again. Could you send it to me? Celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. Not behind total cover. Okay. So you are not able. So you get that. You definitely get that same evil feeling you got previously.
Yeah.
To go with it, you probably get a tinge of hallow as well to go with the camouflage. So it's or something is of good nature. Just beyond just into the swamp a little ways. But you're also, you get that evil sense for, just about everywhere else.
Yeah, okay. So I do think it's in there straight ahead. Can we just not touch anything? Please? Very careful, because none of this is good.
We have to approach things.
But this is
Yes, just
we've
careful.
got
No,
Kundalini. Kundalini
stepping on
can't
logs
not touch.
or wading through water.
Like
He-
Or
Kund-
touching little black glowy things.
Like, what are you saying, Callahan?
It's Kundalini. He can't not touch. He can't not touch.
Just, I know we have to go, but just go careful.
Do we?
I'm gonna do a stealth check. I'm gonna go stealthy.
Yeah. You're welcome to
I
attempt
think we
that.
all should do that.
I'm not particularly good at that.
At least not stealthy.
I
You
am
want to
also.
stealth? I'll try, but a stopper not gonna work well.
Okay, if I'm just
Well,
gonna.
I can try.
If you don't want to do it, Atlee, I don't want to do it.
Well, I'm saying I can try. I just don't do.
If you
I just have a
don't,
disadvantage on it, so I can try.
I understand that. But if you
What are
don't
you
want to
doing?
do it, or
Oh, I don't mind doing it.
if everyone else doesn't want to do it,
I don't mind doing it. I'm just saying I might not do well with a stealth check.
Roll your stealths. Eladin is extra sneaky.
you like.
Atlee is not.
I was telling you, what do you want, buddy bun? What do you want? You can go get.
Callahan is also
Hey,
extra
how
sneaky.
long does that bardic inspiration last for that she gave me?
Oh, that's right. Did you want to spend that last one then? I know
I
you
never
used-
had it. I'm asking how long how long it lasted because she gave it to me in the previous fight.
Right.
10 minutes for bardic inspiration. Which one did I use for you? Unfailing inspiration? Yeah, so
The
10
unfailing
minutes.
one,
Okay.
yeah. Is it 10 minutes?
Nope.
Mhm.
Nope. You
It doesn't say, but the bardic inspiration says once within the next 10 minutes.
So,
Yep.
am I able to use that now?
You want to use it on
Yeah.
your stealth? Sure.
I don't know. Why not?
Yeah,
You're not
I don't think
required
the-
to, but you can.
the fight
Yeah,
was.
I got a 13 now.
Dude, you did better than me.
All right.
No,
What's our marching order?
I can be near the front because I am heavily armored.
I can be anywhere because I'm fast.
And I would
I
be
can
at
second.
back.
He's ready to go home.
All right. Let's line you up over here on the right.
I'll be in the rear because I like it there.
All right.
And I like being
what?
in the rear. Yes, you heard
Nani?
me.
Nani?
Because I like it in the rear. That's where I like to be.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The horse
No, no,
will
no.
decline
it.
to enter the swamp.
Mhm.
Come here.
Thank you.
Horse is like, yeah, that's probably the best idea, Orme. Just go ahead and stay out of this one.
And
Rather not
I think it
worry
makes
about
sense for Atlee has the pixie dust guiding him in the front as well. So
That would make sense, actually. That would make sense by being in the front no matter what, then.
That's adorable.
what are we looking at? Eladin and Callahan. Okay. All right. So as you stealthily march forward, I need a dex save at disadvantage from Atlee, Ifia, and is that it? Atlee and Ifia?
Probably should have saved that
And
for my
Kundalini.
inspiration.
I apologize. And Kundalini.
Oh.
God. What is with these rolls?
It's okay. I'm right there with you.
Oh, my God.
We can both fall together.
Ooh, good roll from Kundalini. Did Eladin roll?
Would this have been something perceivable?
Nope.
Me?
Eladin. No, you're good. Eladin was sneaky. I forgot. Okay. So we've got a success from Kundalini, a fail from Atlee and Ifia. Well, Ifia was probably one of the worst ones to fail this.
Dang.
Atlee got a 5.
Yes. Yeah, but you know, I'm less worried about this for you.
Better.
Oh, okay. Or deja vu then.
Let's go to tokens. Let's go to tokens.
Yep,
You gotta
by
bring
a
it up.
skating monster. Oh, I was kind of joking when I said that.
Is that just two?
That's
Oh,
not good.
fails? Two.
Trash
That's
creature.
not good.
All right,
What?
so this is Atlee and Ifia.
Okay, are those mind worms? Are they clan members? Like, what the fuck is that?
Band members.
All right. So
Yeah.
dropping from these are from Pathfinder,
Right.
actually.
Or it makes you a clan member.
So 2 executioner's hoods
What
drop from the branches above you, and they land over your head. In fact, completely obscuring your vision.
Toledo.
As these
Yay!
teeth and tentacles start jabbing away and poking at your face as you are blinded and suffocating. And we will roll. Now, I think we could pick right back up here. Let's start here on our next session.
I hate you.
Welcome
Actually,
to the
I like
clan,
that.
man.
I'm about to grab my own face and inflict wounds.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh,
that-
no.
Man,
That is-
your
that's
hole
really-
is awful. I don't know if we should save it.
That's pretty
So-
brutal. God.
With these, I was hoping to find something Kibble had never seen. So these are from Pathfinder.
Mhm.
That shit's gruesome.
This
Very
is not good. Oh.
We're gonna die. Afia's already died a few times, but this time I think it's gonna stick.
I feel
I'll
like
cast Revivify on you. Don't
we'll
worry.
be capable of just ripping these things to pieces.
Do you have a diamond? I don't
do.
have a diamond.
I
do have a
don't have a
diamond.
diamond.
I do have a diamond.
Yeah, we bought 1 or 2.
Just
Okay,
let me
wait.
go
So,
into that
um,
death. I'll
put it
roll in
in-
the character.
What is like? How does this happen? How does this go down?
There'll be a stripper.
So as you're walking through the forest, these guys failed their stealth checks and their dex saves. So these black, leathery creatures fall from the treetops above you and just right over top of your head.
So I guess that means I dodged it.
Oh, that's right. Yes, sorry, my apologies. Yep, that's true. I need to.
So it's still around.
It is. He's sitting right next to you. In fact, on the ground.
I'm just gonna curb stomp it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Yeah.
going to, I guess if I attach this to here so we know, I'm going to add that on these guys too so we know if they're
I'll match
attached.
colors. Like
Yep, red,
uh,
red, and then we're going to just leave this one blank because he missed. Alrighty. That is going to be the end of our session. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for having.
Was
Sorry I
a
was late.
pleasure.
No problem.
That is.
We're just glad you made it. We were expecting you not to.
Yeah.
Because we heard you injured
Mm-hmm.
yourself, or you got injured by whatever.
A little
the
bit
game
injured.
was.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only little bit I had heard was from Ben,
Ben.
and it was just that very short conversation the two of you had. So I wasn't sure exactly what had happened.
Yeah.
Good to see
We're
you.
glad you're
Cameron.
okay.
Thank
Ish.
you.
You're
So-
ish,
Yeah,
okay?
it's okay.
This
I'm
whole
okay enough.
yeah. So this whole Feywild trip has all been like I've been attempting to use a little bit of other styles, right? Because we hadn't done any
Yeah.
puzzle things, so we did some puzzle stuff here. I hadn't done any trap things, so this whole session was trap related things. Even this is technically a trap. I mean, it is a combat encounter, but it's also a trap. But
Ooh,
so
We're gonna die here.
that's what all this is.
we're not
Look
in
at
danger.
we're
They're in danger.
I am not entirely certain they are in danger. I've not got much I can do to them other than
Shoot them
attempt
in
to
their
blast them.
faces. Yeah.
and they're on
I need
their
to
heads.
Or speak. And I can't do that, and that's all of my spells.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh, does inflict wounds require verbal components there, Atlee?
I actually have no clue.
You should know this.
I think
Yes,
it
it does.
might. Oh no.
I should know this, but I don't.
You wanna know what
Mending.
does
I think
require for components? Swing
You
a
could-
mace at my head.
That's true. You can swing a mace at your own
That's
head.
gonna go really good.
Every single spell I has is verbal. Has a verbal component.
It is
Right,
a
that's
very common piece of spells. Yes.
I think we have found our group's weakness, though, and that is
Speaking?
anything strength based.
Yeah. We only got a +2.
Yeah,
What a -1. So, you're doing
Atlee is the strongest in the group.
Seriously.
Yes, you are the strongest in the group. I'm at -2, for God's sake, for strength.
I mean,
It's from all that armor lifting, you know? What can I say?
Mhm.
Yeah.
hey though,
Average.
look at that teamwork we did though. To save Orme.
We did indeed.
Exactly. Teamwork is the dream work.
That was awesome,
that's
and
why
that
we're
was
gonna die
also
now.
that was awesome, and that was also fucked up beyond all recognition. There, Scott.
Yeah.
Just gonna put that out there.
You're welcome.
Never-ending story.
I
Um,
really wanted to go
I-
into the pit.
I'm sitting there thinking I'm gonna do it, and he's gonna have a fucking trap there in the middle of that damn sandbar. But I gotta do it anyways, just to see what's gonna happen. And lo and behold, yeah,
So
fucking
there,
graboid.
there was a condition related to it though, which is why it didn't attack Kundali when Kundali first crossed.
Yeah.
So there was actually both the log and the sand. It was actually called living sand, is what the creature's called.
Wait,
There's a weight limit.
Well,
Probably.
it can sense not necessarily weight, but it can sense kind of weight. It's like it can
What's your
sense
star sign?
different individual sections of interaction because it only has it takes so much energy to capture the prey. So
Yeah,
it has
like,
to be
what's the point
worth
of
it.
getting morsels.
Mhm.
It has to be worth the expenditure of the energy to capture the sustenance.
So what he's saying is Eldon and Miss Mentia are snacks.
Weren't worth it.
Well, yeah, the trees thing was it needed 2 people on it at one time, and then the sand, the living sand, was a weight limit of over like 350 pounds at one time.
Mm.
So if we
the,
all just
the horse would have
split
gotten
up-
caught anyways.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The horse by itself would have gotten fallen, yeah.
And if we hadn't been there if I hadn't been there, the horse would have died.
Yes. Actually,
Yes.
you having the rope on hand and all that, like getting to the other side.
That's what saved it. It would have died.
100%.
And we wouldn't have noticed it being gone because it was here for like a day. It wasn't even here for a day. How
No,
long
it's been
did we
here
have
for
this horse?
about
Hours.
an hour and a half, maybe now, I think.
That
Yeah,
would have
pretty
been
close
so
to that.
fucked up. Horses are so easy to kill. It's really
I
sad.
know.
I hate it.
And have
I
y'all?
had a
and
character
just-
that whole thing was riding a horse, and it's like practically the first fight, it fucking died.
That's unfortunate.
All right,
Mhm.
I'm gonna head out. Thank you for playing. I'm
Thank you for hosting.
glad
Thanks
to
for
do it.
Yeah.
I will double check the schedule here. Are we
It was
on
very
for next
funny.
week?
A very funny session.
The 9th. Yes, I am planning on having the game next week currently. So,
Okie doke.
assuming everybody's around.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm out. Have a good
See
night.
you then.
Thank you for watching / listening. If you made it this far, you will have heard my thanks. Otherwise, you won't. And that's on you. Have a good one. Goodbye.